So this morning we were up at 6:30 for a bit of a group run. We just got back, really nice scenic route, quite hilly and humbling. Still really difficult to breathe today in terms of being up here at altitude, but I think we averaged around 5:44 per kilometre and my average heart rate was around 130, so my usual sort of easy run pace. On the hills it was sort of spiking at around 160 to maybe even 165 there. So it's, yeah, real difficult on those hills to keep your heart rate under control, and yeah, good fun. Nice to get out on the trails. Nice to meet everyone. There's such a nice group of people on this trip. Really good mix of abilities. I think we're gonna have a really good time over the next few days. But now I'm just gonna get changed and head over to see what breakfast is all about in Kenya. I'm excited to see what sort of food's on offer. So for breakfast today we've got an omelette, some banana. Not quite sure what these are. I have to ask what they're called. They look like little pastry type things. We've got some porridge with jam and honey, and this interesting concoction here is yeah, I'm not even going to call it coffee, but it apparently is coffee. See how we get on with that. Just got back from breakfast. That was really nice. One thing I've noticed about the food here is it's all quite savoury. So those little pastry things I had at breakfast, I was expecting them to be sweet, but they were, yeah, savoury. So a lot of stuff has quite low sugar content here, and I think quite low fat as well. So the majority of the food that we've been eating so far has been carbohydrates, a little bit of meat for the protein, and some vegetables. So quite simple. Plain diet. There's no desserts or any sweets, chocolate, anything like that. It's definitely nice to try some Kenyan food while we're here. Eat like the Kenyans, train like the Kenyans, for the full experience. Today we're just about to go for a walking tour of Iten. Iten is the area that we're living in, and if you don't know about Iten, it's like the area in Kenya where like something like 20 world record holders were born. It's at 2,400 meters above elevation altitude, so yeah, it's quite difficult to breathe. Apparently it takes around 5 to 7 days to adjust to being up here, so everyone on the run this morning was really out of breath. Even myself going up the hills, my heart rate was going up into the high 160s, which is, yeah, unusual for an easy run, but humbling. So we've got to respect the process of just acclimatizing, settling in, not pushing it too hard. The first few days will just be easy running, no tempo or interval stuff until probably next week, to be honest with you, which suits me, having run the Osaka Marathon just over a week ago now. So I'm happy just doing some easy runs, and if my heart rate is in a higher zone, then yeah, hopefully we're going to benefit from that when I go back down to sea level and do some races. Loving the experience so far. It's really nice just to fully relax. Everything is really stripped back here. You've got no you have got Wi-Fi, but we're not really on our phones too much. Everything's stripped back in terms of we don't have the luxuries that we have at home, like, I don't know, foam roller, all the unnecessary stuff really that you realise you don't need until you come here. As long as you can eat, sleep and train, they're the main things over here, and if you get them right, then you have a good time. I'm just gonna chill out now for the next sort of half an hour, and then we're gonna go for a walking tour of Iten, find out where the supermarket, the bank is and all that sort of stuff. So it'd be good to have a little tour of the local area to familiarise yourself with the area a little bit more. So we've just been on a nice little walking tour of Iten and see some of the local area, and now we're just visiting the Caribou viewpoint. You pay 50 shillings, which is like, I'm not sure how much in the UK, maybe like 50p, something very small. Thank you very much. So behind me here is one of the Welcome to Iten, the Home of Champions signs. There's two in Iten, one very close to where we're staying in the hotel, and then this one here which signals the end of the village. It's basically situated right on the top of the hill, So either side you've got the valley. We just had a good viewpoint of that. Yeah, pretty cool that we're literally staying at the very highest point of altitude in around 2,400 meters, which is why we can't breathe. And it's why even walking around, my heart rate's in the like 90s just for walking. But I'm told, yeah, after you acclimatise a little bit more, then your heart rate and breathing will start to get under control again. So we just made it back to camp in time for lunch. It's now 20 past 12, so there's a good little tour of Iten there. Everyone's very friendly. All the children want to wave and say hello to you, which is really nice. And it's very safe. I was walking around with my camera. I had no issues. So yeah, if anyone's got any sort of preconceptions about coming to Kenya, and it's a very safe place from what I've experienced here in Iten. And yeah, it was good to see all the local supermarkets and the viewpoint. It's incredible place. There's about 15,000 people that live here in Iten, and there's quite a lot of foreign presence, I think, with the training camps ever since 2012, which apparently was when the British team came and trained here. Apologies if it's a little bit windy on the audio there, but yeah, heading back now for some lunch. Time to see what's on offer. So I'm just on my way to a core workout class. Got myself a little cheeky snack here as well, which I'm just going to quickly woof down. Some barbecue sauce flavoured crunchy corn I picked up from the shop for 20 shillings, which is a total of 16 pence. So yeah, don't know how that's going to go. That's my sort of pre-gym session snack. So yeah, don't judge me, please. But yeah, I'm going to go and join in the rest of this class now. So we just finished the core workout there. 45 minutes of core work. I do about 30 minutes of strength and conditioning a week, and that's my whole body. So to do 45 minutes of core was absolutely, very painful, just put it that way. It was pretty intense, almost like a torture class. But the coach says that Kenyans do that 3 times a week, so we had to do it at least once. But cool, I'm going to feel that tomorrow, that is for sure. But it was a good experience, good to get that done, and hopefully I've got a nice six-pack for when I go home now. I just walked back to the strength and conditioning gym because I left my key there, and it turns out that I was just speaking to one of the tour guides here on the Kenya Experience, and one of the Kenyan athletes that joined us there was the winner of the London Marathon. I'm not going to try and pronounce her name. I'll put her name up on the screen there because I don't know and I'll absolutely butcher it. But yeah, some serious athletes there. That was a class that sort of open to anyone in the local area. So there was quite a lot of professional runners there as well, which was pretty good. Probably explains why it was so intense. So just finished dinner tonight. Another lovely meal. I think it was sort of some sort of meat stew. I didn't quite get. It was either beef or lamb. I'm not quite sure. Probably beef. Who knows? Anyway, it was nice. Pasta, ugali, and potatoes, so plenty of carbs. But yeah, that's it for day 2 in Kenya. Hope you've enjoyed it. Just heading back to my room. I'm actually going to be recording a podcast tonight, so that'll be interesting to see how the Wi-Fi goes. And yeah, check out the podcast. It should be out when this video comes out if you want to listen to a bit more of Kenya experience. But yeah, until next time, aspire to run to inspire, and we'll see you again soon.